I was watching my journal, my report, and I noticed that in the last few months, the percentage of me doing small cap is getting higher again. It's few percent and not a lot. Maybe it was last month, I think 6%, but it's much more than I used to. So people ask me, and then I decided lots of knowledge in this subject. So that's what we're going to do today on the mentor number 49. We're going to talk about trading small cap with some example. Let's take the technical meaning of small cap. What's small cap? Small cap is a public company whose total market value or market capitalization is about 300 million to 2 billion. The precise figure vary. Small cap investors generally are looking for up and coming young companies that are growing fast. That is, they looking for the large caps of the future. Key takeout. Small cap is generally a company with a market capitalization of between 300 and 2 billion. Small cap investors seek to beat institutional investors by focusing on growth opportunities. Let's go through the main reason why people are interested in small cap. It's cheap. Under 10, you're gonna see, we're gonna talk about the meaning of the 10, under and above, because this is something that definitely if you want to do it, you should pay attention. The opportunity is fascinating. Trader, they see the move, the percentage, and in their dream, they're gonna put all their buying power and buy it. Because it's small cap, your mindset tell you that it's safer than the big cap. Oops, wait a little bit. And again, it's cheap. Cheap. So I will buy with all my buying power. So let's talk about really. Let's analyze what basically are the famous beliefs and the way you actually look at them. It's under 10, it's cheap, true, but um, under 10, and this is why you don't see a lot of institutional under in the small cap is because some regulation demand them to buy above 10. So, for example, when I'm looking for a small cap or something that I started to look, again, you see that some of them are momentum. And I'm going to talk about this briefly in a second. But for example, I have a very simple screener, like stocks from 5 to 10, and I'm just flip quickly. Why? Because I want to see stocks a little bit before 10. Now, why I'm looking at this 10? Because when there is a momentum and small cap is passing it, you're going to see that some of the stock that I'm going to show you an example, I'm going to continue trade a small cap when they are at 12, 13 and above. Why? Above 10, different forces. So under 10, most of them are retail traders, which can whip you. Some of them very professional, and for them you are a new flush, and they will eat you live. So it's cheap, it's under 10, but again, opportunity fascinating, okay? But let me tell you the real, because I'm trading with student, whatever, it can immediately get you out of the market like a blink of a second. Why? Because all of the above is cheap, you're gonna put much more, and um, since you have a lot of retails, and some of them are professional, they will know exactly what you're thinking, or even much more than, and they will trap you. Some people like, for example, to buy under the 10 immediately because they assume that it will pass the 10, blah, blah, blah. Lots of shorts can be around those numbers and vicious shorts. Now, the belief is it's small cap, it's nice, it's cozy, blah, blah, blah. It's safer than big cap. And guys, it's much more dangerous, much, because you don't have the retail that you actually can see the footprint, and you have retail that, wow, can do, long and short, whatever, and actually know exactly, and they know exactly the places, and some algo is actually catching you, and you don't have a chance if you don't come to this with a trading plan. So for example, if I'm compare this to a big app like Tesla, whatever, Tesla is amazing. Tesla take away the number, but Tesla is very technical. So I can take I took today a stop, I took what it was, a $3 stop. Yeah, and it actually gave me almost like 13 because of the ATR. I don't have problem. And again, part of risk management is exactly like small cap and exactly like in Tesla. You should have a risk plan. It doesn't matter how the name of the stock, the name of your risk plan. And that will actually lead you to be wrong and not, get out of the market. A lot of people, again, because all of the above, they will buy, thousand whatever of shares, and one word, it's bullshit. Risk management. Just because it's small doesn't mean that you can buy more. The opposite. Some of those are really vicious, and you can do. They have. They are very volatile. The relevant volume is huge, and that means that they can do, moves that if it go against you, and you don't have, for example, automatic orders, or you are not very sharp, you lost it. Okay to be frustrated, it's okay to take a few minutes to rant, but now what are you going to do to get better? Will you turn that frustration to fuel, do the work? That will make you a better trader. How you answer will be seen in your future P&L, Mike Bellafiore. Guys, if you're interested in my mentoring one-on-one, go ahead, get in touch with me, and we're gonna do everything live, the technical, the risk management, the trading, the analyze between the session, the trading plan, everything. Just you and me. In some cases, I did even for two, for couples, whatever, but let's say 92% are one-on-one. If you're interested, go ahead. Let's talk about two stocks, and probably I will mention another one. RDBX and ARC. I'm talking about the 10th. It was Friday. Now, why the hell did I watch it? Because this is what's happened here. Look at this. Sounds technical. So I was watching it. There's nothing really I remember that specifically I did, but I remember I did some trade around here, but that was a special trade. And let's zoom. Now, that was the 10th. Okay? Now you could see immediately the volume. Now, one of the things that's important when you have a trading plan is know the levels. So when I got into the trade around here, I think 10:30 or something, and I wanted to add above here. Why? Because if you watch the daily, and that's the um, what's the 10th? This one. That was the a pretty key level that we actually start to do a nice gap. And what was the high here? 11. Now, those are things that you should know in advance. So what happened there is when I start here, see what happened here. 11, 11, 11. Where was the 11? 11 was somewhere around here. See what happened. Just flash it like. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, and I will talk about this right now, is it's very important to record your trades. Why? You could learn a lot. And one of the things I like to do with trading is put automatic orders. And for example, after I'm taking a partial, if I'm not a little bit far too much, I don't have problem to put the stop a little bit far, because a lot of times, see what happened. If you see the big move on here, so it got almost 1350 and you want to get out. So, and it's very difficult when you're not and start building another position from start is a little bit difficult. So you need to see, for example, the pull up 9, put automatic stop here. So for example, under here, the last part I will be out. Again, that was the entry. Because a lot of time, if the momentum is continuing, again, from 930 or something to it's almost like 50%, and then after that it actually move another, point and something. So it's amazing, but it's very important to do this. And if I'm going to the other stock that I did on that day, ARC, same story, different name. That's the 10th. So again, this is the levels, 1423 was the previous high. And what I did in that day, I think the entry was around here or around here, doesn't matter. But these are key that are very matter. And sometimes when I see something like this, I actually put automatic orders. A little bit under here, a little bit under here. Why? Because a lot of time those are, everybody see this, and you could see a momentum going your direction, and then huge correction. I think you can see it in Siga is very famous in those kind of, where was it? Very radical move. See that day. I was not trading, but see what a big move here. And then immediately from 1060, flash all the way back. If you don't have automatic or you don't have a trading plan, for example, where to get out, you could give everything away and then even give back much more. So key that you need to see is learn the daily, learn the level, have a trading plan, and definitely when something is not going your way, get the hell out. Don't even mess around, because again, it's very small. And again, in this case, why I'm still calling the small cap, because look at the process that started. This is a stock that was in April 2.5. Okay, broke the 10, dropped down, and this is exactly where, above 10. A little bit institutional, it was starting to appear on the radars, and this is why, as I was saying to you, I'm not just trading when it's come to 10, boom, I'm closing it. No way. If there is a momentum and it's passing, I will stick. Now, I'm not spending a lot of time on those. So, for example, SIG, RBLX, and ARC, I just have a chart. And sometimes, I'm familiar with the level. If I see the R volume growing, and I just see that something happened on the chart, then I will, start looking deeply. It's not that I'm spending all of my time just doing this. Main focus going forward. Small cap, another opportunity in the market, guys. But you definitely need a trading plan because it can make some of your dreams, but it can cause your worst nightmares. So decide which one do you want. Sizing the right trade is important, especially in small caps, guys. Especially. Just because it's small doesn't mean that you are. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan because if don't, the worst case scenario is terrible here. Using automation is a part of the trade plan decision in advance. I do it a lot. You saw me, in the example, help me. And of course, if the trade goes, let it go. When you talk, you just repeat what you already know. When you are listen, you allow yourself to learn something new. Dalai Lama. We need to crush our limited beliefs. So guys, I will put some announcement, but the next session is anniversary, the number 50. Probably I will do some, uh, special price mentoring, and I will put some announcements. I will ask for your participation. So thank you.